Now, who told Lil Yachty that he could switch genres? Obviously, hip hop wasn't his cup of tea because I just believe sonically some of the most nauseating music you could ever listen to in your life. So now this man decided to switch genres on some Kanye West type beat and put out, I don't even know if this EDM, is this rock? I don't know what type of music this man's putting out. In general, I hear a lot of people talking about how it's fire, right? But I don't think people really understand what they're hearing right now. Like, I think in general, if you compare artists to their respective genre, as far as hip hop, people command or just they uphold evolution, and Lil Yachty evolving from hip hop to something else is looked as like a positive, in a positive light in the hip hop space. But the people who are in their respective genre, who's been doing that for their whole career, are probably listening to that album and it's like, this is what y'all calling rock, this is what y'all calling EDM. This project is not even close to what you would usually listen to if you're trying to get music from that genre, like quality music. So I think Lil Yachty's attempt to switch genres is futile, and I'm not gonna say that he's just doomed as an artist, because business wise, I feel like, and relationship wise, I feel like he's one of those very likable type of artists. But quality wise, I just feel like Lil Yachty is not good at creating music, like, at all. I'm not even joking. Like, his last track to blow was Poland, and I thought that was utter garbage, like just trash. And I'm not even trying to like dump on Lil Yachty because I honestly do like him as a person. Like, the way he talks in interviews, he's a very likable person. But just because you like a person doesn't mean you have to like their music. Like, sometimes it's the opposite. Some people don't like people, but they music fire. You know what I'm saying? But Lil Yachty is like the opposite. I like him as a person, but the music is just not for me. Which is like one of those things where I feel like sonically it's one of the worst sounds I've ever heard in hip hop. And for him to put out this new album completely switching genres, it's almost like he knows that people are getting tired of his sound, so he's completely trying to switch it. Because his last album, which was basically hip hop, Lil Boat 3, via Capitol Records, um, I think it had like 19 tracks on it. And then it had like Oprah's bank account featuring the Baby and Drake, which, granted, the way that he was able to put the Baby and Drake on the same track, when, if you don't remember, back in that time, people was like, bro, we need a Drake and the Baby track. Nowadays, people just clowning the Baby and saying he fell off. But back in the day, they was like fiending for a Drake and the Baby collab, and Lil Yachty somehow pulled that off. So that's why I always credit and give his kudos when it comes to his business acumen. But as far as like putting out actual quality music, I think on the spectrum, Lil Yachty is probably so far near the absolute garbage tier that it's just not even funny. Like, at this point, like, I think he switched genres for a reason, because hip hop obviously wasn't working out for him. But maybe there's Lil Yachty fans that actually enjoyed this album. It's tough critiquing Lil Yachty because if you listen to him in an interview and if you just watch his moves in the industry, it definitely seems like he's like a very likable person. But as far as music wise, I just can't lie. Like, I don't listen to Lil Yachty. His music doesn't do anything for me. Actually, does the opposite. Like, I really get upset when I hear Lil Yachty music. Like, sonically, it's like nails on a chalkboard. Like, I'm not even joking. So I just don't like his voice. I'm just like, bro, that's it. I really don't like it. So yeah, probably one of the worst sonically driven artists I've ever heard. Because he his whole thing is about like melodies and stuff and like one night and songs like that. So for me, it's just not it. So anyways, click my link. That was probably a wild segment for Lil Yachty fans. But anyways, click my link tree in my bio. Let me know on one of my social medias. We're also over on YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And also, let me know, what do you think about Lil Yachty and his ability to make music? And are you enjoying this new album titled Let's Start Here.